Hi, this is Mikki. Today we're going to talk about Photoshop and sizing an image for print purposes. We're back, and today we're talking about resizing for print purposes in Photoshop. The image we're going to use, I'm going to drag it down into Photoshop, open it in Photoshop. So here's Bishop Right, and we now want to resize it. I'm going to go to Image Size. And I first want to talk about what do I want to use this image for. If it's for print purposes for a newspaper, they say newspaper printing is similar to printing on toilet paper. So you don't really necessarily have to have a high quality image. So when we look at the size, we're going to make sure that we have a resolution of around 300, which is down here. Resolution is your pixels per inch. Each image is made up of pixels, and each pixel is in a space per inch. And so when we have 300 pixels per inch, that's actually a high number for printing newspaper. For the width and height, right now it's set at a default to look at pixels, and we're going to look at inches specifically. So I changed the drop down to inches, and I always want to size it so my longest side is 10 inches. And so my width, because it's a horizontal image, I'm going to change that to 10, and that will make my height 6. And that's because I have the default for resampling checked with this check mark, and that will allow my proportions to be constrained. Once your image is sized, so we have the width is 10 and the height is 6, our resolution is 300 pixels per inch. You want to make sure that when you make changes to the width and the height and the resolution, that the image size number decreases or stays around the same. You never want it to increase. Whenever you increase your image, and I'm going to give you an example. Let's say we increase it to 40 width. Increasing it makes the image size become too large, larger than the original, and so that's when an image becomes pixelated. So stick with, when you're adjusting the size, that the image size becomes smaller. That will allow you to have what we call a sharp image. Maintain the integrity of the sharpness. Select OK. And then when we file, save as, so we have a copy, we're not altering our original. I resize for print, it's saved in the format of a JPEG, and I keep the quality at the highest, which is a 12, and select OK. Now that we've saved for print, you know how to save images for print purposes, which typically is a newspaper format. For information on how to save for web, make sure you look at our information tutorial on saving for web. Thanks so much.